Welcome back to another game here in the IPL Season 1 as we head on down to the losers round 2. That's right, one of these players will be eliminated from this competition in a best of 3, so you've got to bring everything that you've got to the table if you want to stay alive. What's up, guys? I'm DJ Weed, excited to bring you another series. This time, we've got sixjaxViBE, our green Zerg player, spawning in the southwest position here of Xel'Naga Caverns. And he is going up against FnaticFenix, who is spawning in the northeast as the blue Terran. A very classic matchup going all the way even back to Brood War, the Terran versus Zerg. And I've got to be totally honest with you, as many casters do bring in their racial bias when it comes to StarCraft. I am a Zerg player at heart. I do enjoy playing Protoss a lot, but Terran is actually the one race that I play really, really poorly, like really poorly. So I'm very biased when it comes to the Zerg on a map like this. And basically, if you don't see the game end early, which is very, very difficult to do, you can see we do have Phoenix here waiting for this fast expand. No pool down yet. The drone is going to come over, and I'll cry my QQ tears in a second here. Hatchery's not going to go down. SCV will start going to bat here, and a second drone is brought down. This is the proper response. It means that the SCV is going to die, and if he can chase him out far enough. Oh, and the engineering bay goes down, delaying that expansion. Here's what's big about that is you can see the pool has just gone down in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds of in-game time, and only 80 hit points got down on that engineering bay. So he'll get it down, likely cancel it, but what it did do is it really delayed the hatchery. Uh-oh, here comes that pesky SCV again. No! Oh, second engineering bay goes down. I'm loving this play from Phoenix. Finally, the SCV pays the price for being an SCV, and there are now 130 hit points on that engineering bay. Now, going back to my little session that I was about to have here, as we see the first racks up with a tech lab and a Reaper coming out. This area for the Terran player can be a little bit easier to defend than this area for the Zerg player. But even more so is if the Terran gets to a point in the game where they get some siege tanks, and they put a siege tank here and a siege tank here, and sometimes put like a siege tank right here, then suddenly it becomes increasingly difficult for the Zerg to attack into that. So the Zerg keeps on expanding, and the Terran keeps on expanding, taking the gold, making it a planetary, and they basically make this side of the map theirs and try to move into yours. So I have an incredibly hard time dealing with this type of thing as a Zerg on this map, and that is one of the reasons why I love to watch the pros, because I myself aspire, like many of you, to get better, and you get to see how they do manage to deal with a lot of these things. Here comes the Reaper into the base. There is no speed yet for these links, so they will be able, or the Reaper will be able to take those out quite easily. Hilke's going to go in and try to snipe some drones. Now, the Queen is the best defense against this Reaper right now in this situation until speed gets done. You can see he was holding on to speed for quite a while there. He finally got enough gas, threw it down, but he is holding on at about 300 minerals right now. There we're going to see the Roach Warren go down and throw another Overlord out there. So the Reaper getting some information. Now the Reaper didn't see the Roach Warren go down, so Vibe was able to get his hatchery up and at least get his drones started on both hatcheries, so he could try to really get that economy boost. He'll have, of course, the Ling speed, which will help out against this Reaper. Reaper is look like he's circling back and may come back. He can check for a quick third, any shenanigans like that, while the Lings go ahead and poke around, see if they can find out any information. No expansion for the Terran player, which is always a good thing to see. Hellion is out, and Zerg, what are you doing? He's going to see the Hellion. Second Hellion's going to be on the way. And Blue Flame, Infernal Pre-Igniter, is on the way. Back to the action back home. It looks like this guy did take a little bit of damage, but 8 hit points is going to let him go back and see his family here this evening. Unless they run into these Zerglings, which are about to get speed any second. Oh my gosh, but the Reaper firing away so strong. Oh my gosh, if he would have, I think he got speed right as he died. So look at that, down to 3 hit points. Oh, and Hero Zergling, let's all... That guy deserves a medal and a round of applause. Bunker going down at the front. 3 Hellions with Blue Flame that's going to be completing here very soon, coming out. Now, one of the things that we don't see here from ViBE, which I'm a little surprised of, but not every pro player uses it, I do not see any sort of spine crawler action, whether it just be one here, if they try to dart into the main. However, he is splitting up his roaches. He knows these Hellions are coming. They're now over here on the side. Now, this is actually great positioning here. There is an Overlord that will be able to spot it, but those roaches are going to have to react quick. He's got a Spore Crawler down right here, which is not going to help. And there the Overlords do spot it. He does respond quite well. The Hellions do come in, and they do 0 damage. A great example of how important scouting is in a game like this, especially on Xel'Naga, that back door. It's just absolutely asking to break into the front. And now that Lair's done, you can see that the creep spread will start to spread out as well. Whoa, got a little excited there. But I'm interested about these preemptive Spore Crawlers here. Now, I could be wrong as far as thinking maybe he had an Overlord that he had sacked over here, and I did not see that. But I wonder if he was maybe expecting the Hellions and then possibly some sort of a Banshee follow-up. I do not see a starport being built or actually even on the field, so I don't think that's really going to be worried. Here come those Hellions from the front. Lings are going to stop them at the ramp. Roaches move these Hellions back. And a great... Oh, but 3 more from the back. They do manage to roast some drones. He did get 1 kill. He got 1 kill. He got... Oh, that wasn't that many. So great defense there. Combination of the Lings and the Roaches. Let's check things out as... let's do a quick survey here. Pro League survey of the base inside ViBE. He's got his Spire down, Roach Warren, speed. There's a scan. He is getting +1 melee, which kind of tells me that he's going to be a little bit more Ling heavy, as of course he's going to try to look like, so he's going to focus his gas efforts on these mutas that are coming out right now. So the first set of mutas are already on their way over. He's going to go ahead and grab that third. Now the rocks are down, but a great timing here for these Hellions. Did the Hellions see the mutas? They are going to see at least one of them. A second one. Hellions are going to move back because he knows that there's going to be something coming on inside his base. Coming in from the back. Let's see how he's going to respond. Looks like 1 missile turret already up. And 2, oh, a muta goes down. That's actually a huge win for Phoenix this early in the game. There are now 6 mutas out on the field with a few more coming. Lings and Roaches are going to now go out and take out the Gold Rock. Here we go, moving on in. There is only 1 missile turret here, but again, you do not want to engage that single missile turret until you have more mutas. But doing a smart thing, if you shoot the gas, your blades from the mutas will go ahead and they will hit the SCVs that are mining from the gas and some of those close minerals. But 2 Thors out, and suddenly this mech-based army that we're seeing from FnaticFenix. Let's go ahead and while these mutas decide if they're going to counterattack or if they're going to attack again, see what we have going on inside Phoenix's base. Does look like they are going to move out. He's got another command center being built. Armory up, obviously. We saw the Thor. There's another Thor popping out there. 3 factories, 2 of them with tech labs, 1 of them with the reactor, and now we've got 3 barracks going up to really increase that marine production and marauder production if he wants it. So Muta's going to try to swing back around. Again, he knows about this 1 missile turret. If he can get these Hellions, that'd be a nice little win. A couple Marines going to move out, but they're just going to be baited into these Thors. 1 more Muta goes down. Mutas are going to stop. Oh, Mutas! Mutas taking a huge hit there as they go down to almost nothing. And this is a very scary moment for the Zerg player right now. You can see that he does not have a huge army. So suddenly he does have 1 Infestor, but I do not think it's going to be enough. He's going to scan, check out what's going on. And I don't think this is going to be enough. We do have a big fungal on the Hellions, but those tanks sieging in the back, and those Thors are going to be able to wipe everything out quite easily. Along with those siege tanks, suddenly ViBE finds himself with his back up against the wall. A few more Infestors do come out with some Lings as well. Now, the Mutas it looks like he has ceased production on these mutas. We've been seeing a lot of top-level players doing exactly what we're seeing right here, where they actually transition over to the Infestors for these mech-based armies, because the Infestors now do additional damage versus armored opponents. So you can't expect to just build Infestors and walk in and win. It's not enough. But having these Lings that are upgraded, right now they're at 1-0 and no upgrades over on the Roaches, but he's not really producing that much. Look at that. Already going up to Ultralist here at the 14-minute, 30-second mark. So really a great response here to the mech army of FnaticFenix. Now, FnaticFenix has a really, really nice Thor count so far. He's got his siege tanks up, a couple of them not sieged back here, and he's taken this gold. Now, the moment this becomes a planetary, it's going to become very difficult for the Zerg army to attack into that. We do have another Hellion attack in the back. It will be easily thwarted. And the reason why is because anytime you're going to make Infestors one of the main units of your army, you're going to find it very difficult to deal with these siege tanks. One volley from these siege tanks can indeed just wipe out several Infestors. Missile turrets also going down. That would help with, Brood Lords or any additional mutas that might be brought into the battle. And I would be really worried here for ViBE as Phoenix starts to move forward. Right now, Phoenix doing exactly what every Terran should do on this map because they have the ability to do so. Scan, take out these creep tumors, and keep the Zerg right here, moving up only when you feel comfortable. You can see his siege tanks are going to begin to inch forward here as the missile turrets go down. Now that this creep's going to go away, he can start to build them more up here. He's also got this sensor tower right here. A lot of guys will put it against the wall too to make it a little bit tougher to take out. But this is actually seeing these units right here, so he knows exactly where this Zerg army is going to be. Now, here comes another remarkable thing about what the Terran can do here. By sieging up, they can choose to attack either of these bases. Now, the Ultralists are out. How is he going to attack into this? He's going to have to use a combination of the Infestors and the Ultralists, and here they come. There aren't siege tanks in range currently, so we will see the hatchery go down. Not really surprised to see that. We don't have a response here from ViBE quite yet. There we're going to have the first fungal go down. In come the Ultras and the Lings as well. Lings are going to start to get hit by those siege tanks. He's going to want to take those out, but we see several Thors go down. Great neural parasite on the Thor, and the Brood Lords popping up. They're going to take out, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful attack by ViBE, if I say so myself. Yes, I am a Zerg lover, but you have to appreciate the reason why ViBE was waiting for that attack was definitely the Brood Lords. He had the Infestors, he had the Ultras, he was going to be able to keep those in place. Now, the great thing about the Brood Lords is you can see that they do outrange the missile turrets, so in come the Infestors and the Ultras moving in. He could control his Infestors a little bit better, but he's still doing a lot of damage right here. Uh-oh, missile turret hitting one of those Brood Lords. But he's going to go ahead and go forward. The siege tanks on siege. He's going to move in. Huge fungal on those. And he is going to take out a ton of siege tanks, simply ignoring that planetary fortress, because if he can take out the brunt of the unit, great Vikings to take out those Brood Lords. But ViBE feeling like he's got a big enough army, he is going to move forward. The Ultras now starting to chomp away here at the command center, at a starport as well. Now, unfortunately, these Infestors not able to do a whole lot. They do have some energy. They can fungal. Will he fungal this bio unit right here? Yes, he will. Then the Ultras will easily take them out, and has ViBE just single-handedly. Look at the amount of Zerglings that are streaming into the base. The Zerglings now sporting an upgrade. Zerglings, you're moving too fast, guys. 1 and 2 on the upgrades, and this might be too overwhelming for Phoenix. How's he going to be able to hold on to this? I'm pretty impressed. More siege tanks coming out. Is going to be able to siege up. That Ultra is almost going to go down. He does take out another siege tank, but you can see more racks here to support at least some sort of a bio threat. Right now, 1 Ultra does not want to, and 3 Infestors does not want to take on these armies. Now, I would love to see the Infestors maybe come over here and throw some fungals on those SCVs. He did do a lot of damage to Phoenix's army, but his army is not exactly huge right now. We do have a lot of production. 3 Infestors, 3 Ultralists, 2 more Queens coming out, a few more Mutas, perhaps to just harass a little bit. We're going to see more Brood Lords coming out as well as those Corruptors morph into Broods. And let's see, we've got 4 Vikings out right now. Oh, great fungal on at least 2 of those Vikings. And then the mutas will easily be able to clean them up. 1 muta is lost, but also another great utility of the Infestors and those Vikings. Of course, since they're armored, they take more damage. So, more broods. Mutas might go in to do a little bit more harassment now. There are not as many missile turrets because Fenix is focusing on his army. He's going to move forward. He's going to commit to taking out this turret. He will likely lose a muta because of it, but now he has free reign over everything in here. He's going to start going after the tech labs. We're going to have some Marauders pop, a couple of Marines, but Marines by themselves will not be able to do much damage at all. You can see how quickly they do go down. Meanwhile, the Broodlord's going to start moving up. Oh, nice hit, as of course those Broodlings do hit and cause the siege tanks to fire away. Not a fun little thing to see happen there. So here we go. Army moving in. Ultra's in place. Fungal on the Bio Army. That might be it. It is over. As we see Fenix say GG, and nice job, Wheat, being a newbie here, forgetting to turn off your notifications. We'll do that. But you know what? I'm glad to see Quake players converting to StarCraft 2 because it's such a great game. I'm DJ Wheat, and Fenix goes down in game number 1. sixjaxViBE taking that first one on Xel'Naga Caverns. He will move on to game 2. Can he close out this series and move on to the losers round 3? Remove Phoenix from the tournament, or will Phoenix stay alive? Come back for game 3, and we'll find out.